telling yourself that you're the guy might be the most not the guy thing I've ever heard. So basically, when we're insecure as guys, we like to big ourselves up in our heads. So no, I can do it. Like, no, I'm the guy. Like, no, she's not even that cute. Like, I'm way hotter, or I'm like just like I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Like, I'm gonna do amazing. This is insecurity. Like, telling yourself the opposite of what you're feeling is what insecurity is. So you're basically feeling like, oh, I'm anxious. And then your mind is generating a billion thoughts that's saying, no, I'm not anxious. I'm not anxious. You're trying to convince yourself. But if you're trying to convince yourself, just by nature of, if you have to convince yourself, you're not there. And we do this because we just don't know how to actually feel our emotions, how to truly be confident. We think that if we tell ourselves we're confident, if we shout affirmations in our mind over and over again, we're going to become confident. But we're not. That's not how it works. The confidence comes from actually being able to feel the negative emotion without creating a counter narrative like you're a hero. Like, if you're feeling like a victim, if you're feeling kind of weak and anxious, the goal isn't to create a counter narrative where you're a hero and you're telling yourself you're a hero. It's just to be okay with feeling like a victim. And look, I know this. So many people are gonna like click off or go crazy right now. What do you mean okay with feeling like a victim? Doesn't that mean I'm just gonna be a loser for the rest of my life? Like, if I'm a victim, then what's gonna happen? Like, I'm just never gonna improve. I'm never gonna grow. How can I ever be okay with this feeling? How can you tell me to be okay with this feeling? Do you just want me to be a loser? Like, all of these thoughts are probably gonna come up, but hear me out. That's not how it works. So when you're okay with feeling weakness, that is what is strength. Not running away from the weakness. So if you notice, if you feel anxious, which is a completely normal feeling, if you tell yourself, I'm not anxious, you're afraid of feeling that weakness. That anxiety, you're afraid of feeling that. And that is what weakness is. When you are confident and strong, you are not afraid of feeling that anxiety. You're okay with feeling anxiety. You're like, oh, I feel anxious. Okay, I feel anxious. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do anyways. But when you're running away from the sensation, you can't do what you want to do because you're just in your head. You're conflicted. You're having a battle. You're divided internally. And so externally, you just seem insecure and fucked up and you just can't get your shit together. It's because you're just so split up inside. The way to stop being split up is to stop resisting what you're feeling, to literally just feel it. Just feel it for the first time in your life. Like, okay, I'm anxious. Cool. There's nothing stopping me from doing that thing anyways. Just feel the anxiety. Don't fight against it. And this goes for every single emotion you can think of. Like, fear isn't a problem. It's your fear of the fear that's a problem, right? When you're afraid of feeling fear, then you don't grow, you don't progress, you don't put yourself in difficult situations. So being a confident guy, being someone or a person, whoever's watching this, it applies to everyone. But guys usually have this bigger tendency to big themselves up in their head, just be like, oh, I'm amazing. So whoever's watching this, it applies to everyone though. Confidence is feeling your shit, not denying it. And when you feel it, what happens, the transformation that happens, is you can put yourself in any situation because the worst thing that can happen to you is an emotion. Let that really sink in. The worst thing that can happen to you is an emotion. So if you're not afraid of your emotions, nothing bad can happen to you. Do you understand that? You're free. You're literally free. If you are not afraid of your emotions, no circumstance in the world, no arrangement of these so-called external obstacles can faze you. Because all that's going to happen is something's going to happen. It's going to trigger an emotion in you, but you're not running away from that emotion. So you're fine. You're secure. You feel good. You feel content. You don't feel afraid in that way because you know nothing can really hurt you. It's just emotions. You felt them before. You know how they are. But to gain that level of comfortability with the emotions, you got to actually start feeling that shit. And you can't just push it aside with these false narratives that you're like, how do I say it? Like I'm an amazing guy narrative is like it feels like it's a good idea, right? It's just like, if I believe I'm an amazing guy, then surely I'm going to be free of insecurity. But no, it's just, it doesn't work like that. Like, once you are an amazing guy, once you identify with being an amazing guy, you're always going to have the fear that what if something happens where I'm not so amazing? And so you're just going to always put yourself in situations where you always seem amazing. And you're just going to tiptoe around life trying to maintain this fragile identity that you've built yourself. And so true confidence comes from just getting rid of all that identity shit and just feeling into the moment. You're not a weak guy. You're not a strong guy. You just are here right now. And then from the external appearance, you're going to seem like an amazing guy. But you're not going to internally identify with that because you're not operating from these narratives anymore. You're just feeling what's here in the moment. And other people might perceive that as confidence, as like having expansive like aura or whatever it may be. But in your mind, you're just fucking present. That's it. So take away from this, feel your fucking emotions. That's going to make you the best man that you possibly can be. When you're not afraid of those people, like you, people will be magnetized by you. That's all for this video. If you liked it, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Thank you. If you need help working on yourself, working on your life, figuring out this emotion shit, addictions, getting rid of those, getting your life in order, check out my link down below. We can work together. And for now, peace and love.